Amber Codes, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about aging and aging in tech specifically. Sometimes I read through like the comments or go through Instagram, and a lot of people will say things like, I'm a late bloomer, or I started late, or things like that. And usually it's kind of like in the 30s. For some reason I feel like there's an assumption that people should start maybe out of college, or maybe even before that. I really don't know. At a certain age, you ripen and maybe you spoil, or whatever it is. I always feel like learning is continuous, and I don't really think that there are limits when it comes to knowledge or even trying to achieve a specific level. And I guess we're all kind of guilty, and we can be guilty of feeling like, at a certain time or a certain period or a certain whatever mark that you need, that you're not considered successful, or you're not considered within the realm of normal, whatever that is. And I just don't, I can understand it, why it would be very applicable with tech, or why, a lot of people would feel like that, or that image. I know where it comes from, I can imagine. But, I'm here to bring a new perspective, as with all things, and kind of inspire some of you who maybe feel like, I'm old, or I'm past my prime, you spoil. I don't think knowledge is something that has a limit, and I think the limit is within that person. If you have a goal, or you have something that you want to achieve, do it. It doesn't matter what age. If you're 50, if you're 60, and you're like, I really want to learn programming, and your mind, you're of sound mind and body, and you're healthy, go for it. Go for it. You know what I mean? Don't let anyone ever determine what your dreams or your goals are. And maybe you wouldn't move as fast as a younger person, or maybe your thought process doesn't move that quickly, but so what? It doesn't matter. What matters is you're doing your dream, you're learning, you're continuing to grow. And this prospect of, oh, I'm too old, or oh, I started late, or whatever limitation there is, forget it, scratch it. Say, okay, yes, I'm this age, and I can contribute. I have something. You have experience, you have knowledge, you have so much other things that young people can't or don't have because they haven't lived for however many years you have. Feel like one can say, oh, you're young, you can say that. Well, I think it's just about perspective and mindset, right? I think I will always feel like, there's some things you may not be able to do, like your body doesn't let you, but in your mind, as long as it's sound, sitting in front of a computer doesn't take a lot of effort. Learning, how the computer works is not really, it just takes a lot of reading. It takes practice. It takes understanding what the concepts are. And patience, right? Which you may already be in abundance of. So I wanted to just kind of help clear that mindset, or just, don't ever put those limitations up on yourself. Just go for it. Go for it. Go for them dreams. Reach for the stars. Grab your dreams or die trying. That's it. Don't live with regrets. Just go for it. Don't let other people determine your worth or your skill level or your knowledge set. Just reach for those stars. There's so many different ways that you can contribute. You can be a consultant. You can be thinking. You can also even have, let me tell you, one of these things, okay, when I worked at a different company, I won't mention, but one valuable skill that I feel like isn't being translated. Anyone who feels like they're too old, grab this idea, run with it, please. There is a need for people of a certain age, I want to say above 50, maybe 60, 70, and they don't know how to use the computer as effectively as those who have always had it in the generation, right? So there's a generation gap, and they might be intimidated. So go out, either volunteer, create a club or a group, or even a business, right? Do this Go into your senior community homes or senior centers or those where the seniors reside and set up a group for them to be informed on how to use a computer, the basics of a computer, how to make an iPad work, or how to get these functions that they can use to better their lives. I'm gonna give you another example that would help, or even people with disabilities, right? There's accessibility features on every single Mac product. But Mac and Apple, they have accessibility features where people with disabilities, maybe who have, blindness, hearing, whatever the disability is, they may not know how to use all these features. Learn how to use those features, teach someone how to use those features. Also, like I said, the elderly community, or those who don't have as much knowledge, even this can even relate to kids, right? Like young kids. If you have like a coding group, doesn't even have to be coding, it could be as basic as using a computer. Let's look and dive into the features that these computers can do. And there are simple things like talk to speech, or even how to get into iBooks. Little basic things that you and I kind of take for granted. You can spread that knowledge or inform others and make them better aware. And then even if you have just a little bit more than your other peer, you share that with them, boom, you're all set. You can have a whole community who are now tech savvy and literate, as they say. It is never too old, it's never too late. You're never too old to kind of take this career or even learn about tech or dive in. However, I wrote a blog, and I'll put the link below, into rabbit holes because, however deep you want to go down the rabbit hole, if you want to just go on the surface level and learn just about applications and the GUI systems, awesome. If you want to go deeper dive and learn about the terminal and some Linux, awesome. If you want to go even deeper and learn about networking, awesome. These are all different layers and how deep you want to go. If you want to go even deeper into building robots, FYI, I'm looking for the next robots. Build it for me so I can build the software. Awesome. There's so many layers to tech and the industry. You're never too old. You're never too old to learn anything. Age doesn't matter. It's literally just a number. As long as you have your mind and your capability and your will and you want to, go for it. Dream big, dream as big as the sky will let you. Don't let anyone ever determine how big you can dream or how far you can go. So with that, thank you for watching. If you like my content, please subscribe. Share this video with someone who you like, who needs to hear maybe a little pep talk about saying they're a little old or whatever the case may be, or even if you want to share some inspirational words, I would love it. Go on my blog. I'm going to leave the links down below. Read some stuff. I'm trying to get organized and get all the socials together. So follow me on my Insta. Follow me on my blog. Do all the things. Until next time, guys. Ta-da! Bye! And who is it? Who says that? Get rich or die trying. I don't know who says that, but 50 cents. Get rich or die trying.